you're enjoying the show, don't forget to support us. Hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more. Your star ratings and reviews help others discover our podcast. So take a moment to share your thoughts. We appreciate you, and let's keep the conversation going. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to ADHP. That's Attention Deficit Hyperactive Politics. Will you please welcome your hosts, Doug Robinson, Todd Sellers, and Brandon Popson.
The 27th edition of the ADHP podcast with my good friends Todd Sellers, Brandon Popson. I'm Doug Robinson. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Doing all right. Been a long week at work here, but you know, doing all right.
I just got back about 9 p.m. last night from being in Maryland since Wednesday night.
Oh yeah.
And
you saw some baseball, right?
Football.
For the
Yeah, it was at the Washington Maryland game. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. I saw something about sports.
Washington as in the Huskies or the Cougars?
As in the Huskies, yes.
All right, on. Go Dogs.
Yeah, I had to explain that all the time over there. They'd be like, yeah, I'm a Washington fan. And they'd be like, oh yeah, I love the Commanders.
No, the other Washington.
Yeah, the state.
Cool
I'm still jet lagged. It feels like it's 10:30 or if not fucking midnight to me right now. It didn't help that I slept. Like, the only sleep I've had is like a couple hours on the plane and then whatever I could get last night.
Oof. I mean, were you just out doing stuff, or were you just couldn't?
Well, I didn't get home until 11 p.m. or so last night. And then just couldn't get to sleep right away. And woke up early. And oh man. It's been a day. I was good this morning, but at around 5 p.m. I just hit a wall.
Yeah, I can imagine that. You've been up for a while, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I was telling these guys before the show, I had all these plans and thoughts about stuff I wanted to cover this week, and now it's just gone. It's all poofed into brain fog. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I said I had a long week too, so I'm right there with you.
But we did manage to come up with some stories. We got some news for you. Obviously, we were gonna play some Flori-duh, and then we're gonna end the show with the Geek news this time. So we're gonna mix things up a little bit.
I think the last couple of weeks, the Florida or not was kind of a downer. So I was like, maybe we should end this week on the Geek news.
I mean, it's not a terrible idea.
So, I mean, not that I remember any of the Florida stories of which ones I have and which ones are actually Florida or not. So I'll find out when we start that bit. So,
by the way, I just want to say, Maryland was awesome. The people were awesome. It's one of the first places I've been where literally everywhere I go, I'm a minority person, and life was better. It was the food was better. The people were friendlier. It was great.
They have spice there in Maryland, I take it.
It's called Old Bay. They are hella into Old Bay in Maryland. It's crazy. Like, even when I got off the plane in Seattle coming back from Baltimore, somebody from Baltimore got off with me in an Old Bay t-shirt. Like, every restaurant, they're like, the ingredients are whatever the food is plus Old Bay. Every time.
Oh yeah. I mean, I love Old Bay. I put it on a popcorn. There's Old Bay chips that I buy sometimes.
I saw those. I saw those all over the grocery store.
I bought a pair of sweats from that store one time. Old Navy's cool though, right?
Old Navy. Anyhow, I was just eating snow crab today, and I do melted butter with Old Bay in it.
So I had a blue crab while I was over there. That's what they specialize in. Is the Chesapeake Bay blue crab. Oh. It's practically lobster in terms of flavor and feel. Like, so I could not.
Really, I guess I've heard good things about them. I like Dungeness the best.
Same.
I've never been a crab guy. Like, I'm definitely more a lobster guy than a crab guy. And this blue crab was way more my style. Like, Dungeness people, I'm not going to dispute Dungeness being better. It probably is.
Oh, I don't know if it's better. I don't know if it's better. Here's the thing. I've never really had a bunch of blue crab. Funny enough, right down the street from me at the Asian market, they sell live ones. So now I might need to buy some.
Yeah,
Right?
like it was the crab cake's perfect. I had a crab bisque with lump crab on top, and it was, oh my fucking god, blew my mind.
I'm not into bisques.
Oh,
I tried a lobster bisque
I'm a
and I would
bisque
just. if you're a little bisque guy, is that a biscuit?
guy. That's a girl.
Biscuit.
A girl is a biscuit.
Yeah. Anyhow, I'm hungry again.
I added some new images
Yeah,
to the slideshow. I don't know if you guys noticed last week or not.
No, I didn't.
know. I wasn't. Yeah, no.
I threw in some random like Trump memes and some of the more
nice.
current ones too. Now playing the Epstein files.
But no, I want to go to Maine and eat lobster. I used to go to the East Coast every once in a while. Haven't been in forever though. But I do love me some East Coast food.
So, speaking of the Epstein files, you did
Oh,
have Brandon. You had a little bit of an update on that.
I need to research this a little bit more because I just saw the tweet. I just saw a tweet on Reddit, which is not, my typical. I might see something on Reddit, but I typically have more like. I go more into it, but I didn't do it on this one because I didn't have time. But apparently, Thomas Massey, from this tweet picture, the quote says, "The government is shut down, but the House refuses to go back into session. Why are we in recess? Because the day we go back into session, I have 218 votes for the discharge petition to force a vote on releasing the Epstein files. At Speaker Johnson doesn't want this to be the news." Which, now that I think about it, I think I heard something about this right before they did shut down.
Right. No, this is actually true. When the Democrats won that special election, which was that in Arizona or where was that?
Where the woman that Mike Johnson did not want to serve.
They didn't seat her right away. It took them a little. Yeah, that she was the 218th vote once she won that election. So they didn't seat her until the government shut down, so that they didn't get the vote before the shutdown. And then now, once the government comes back, yes, he does have the votes, provided something doesn't change between now and then, right? Somebody could be bribed or threatened or whatever.
Who knows? Who knows with this?
In this day and age, it's Joker's wild in the government.
It's really all on the fucking table, isn't it? And the worst part is they could do it, and that his wouldn't care.
Say that again.
Oh, they could do some shit like that, and his cult wouldn't care. If they were literally,
they don't even know. They wouldn't know. They wouldn't understand.
I mean, they think they'd understand it. They just wouldn't give a shit.
I don't know that they would even. Yeah, I think that's how it works for him. Is that the people that follow him just don't even really know how shit works, and they don't understand what they're being told.
Oh yeah, I mean. I'm so torn on that because part of me knows you're right, but I don't want to admit that because that would mean we're so much dumber in this country than I want to fucking admit.
I mean, you got to keep in mind that a lot of people believe that the other countries pay the tariffs and not us.
Yeah, no, there is. I was just thinking about that the other day about how the right peddles so much misinformation, and that is simply the point.
Yeah. And they don't care if you call it out because the whole point is just don't believe anything you hear. Only trust the people who you trust. And then,
exactly.
And then since you already trust Trump, you just go with his narrative.
Yeah. Oh my God. I forgot what we were talking about. Or just people.
But I do want to clarify that I don't think everybody on the Trump side is confused and doesn't understand things. I think that's a large swath of it. There's also a separate group of people that fully understand what's going on and are just tolerating it because they're getting what they want, i.e. tax cuts, i.e. brutalizing immigrants, i.e. all the different grifts that they're pulling, and right there's definitely people that are cynically using Trump as well.
Oh yes, absolutely. I tried to make some soju into this beer and it didn't work.
Some
soju.
Is that a rice wine?
No, it's a plum. It's supposed, I think, to be a plum wine. It's some kind of wine, even though I have fake soju. Wrong type of beer. I just tried it because I was curious. Because I chose a citrus soju, but I tried with an IPA hoping it would like add to the citrus flavor. It did not. Blech.
It probably just got swallowed by the IPA. Now it tastes like a fart.
Yeah, I love IPAs. Be nice to my IPA. I like I like some IPAs.
You know what I like about IPAs?
Hmm.
They have a high ABV.
You know, that is a good side to them too. But I like the flavor on the anything from the Georgetown Brewing Company, from like the Bodevistas or the Lucille's. That company.
Georgetown's great, yeah.
Other than that, most of the IPAs I really don't like.
They're
taste like,
too bitter and hoppy for me.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
most
not a-
other
I mean, I'll
ones
drink
taste-
them.
I'm not a beer guy because I don't. I mean, I had my roommate handed me a dark beer the other day. It's kind of like a Guinness, but it wasn't Guinness. It was another brand, and it wasn't terrible, but I struggled to drink the whole thing. So,
I'm not a huge fan of Guinness or any super crazy dark beer. I'm not my style either.
I do like dark beers, but when I was in Maryland, we were drinking Yingling, which is from
I've had that.
It's from the oldest brewery in America.
I that was all there fucking was in goddamn Texas. Okay, so
In
for
Texas,
my job,
really, it's primarily Northeast, but yeah.
yeah, no, I want to say that's all I could find down there in fucking Texas. Like, here's the word. My company has sent me twice to Texas to do training, and I've used to live in the same area. I used to live in Arlington, Texas, and they always sent me to Fort Worth, and I hate that area. But I will say this about Texas: some of the best barbecue you will ever have. I'm not gonna knock that. Texas has fucking amazing barbecue,
No,
but
for sure.
you cannot get a good beer to save your life. You can't.
amazing barbecue, shit beer.
Well, I should say in the smaller areas, you go to like Austin and stuff. I'm sure that's way different, but smaller towns, nah. Like, and they have those are the best barbecue, and you know, you're like, oh, what have you? Like, oh, Bud Light, like, what? You guys are drinking this piss water with your fucking amazing barbecue. Why? I'm like, you guys know supply chains exist, right? All you got to do is like check it on the order list, and they will bring it to you. You don't got to do anything.
Yeah, I've never had a beer in Texas.
Don't go to Texas. That's my recommendation. I give Texas
Well,
a lot of shit.
In the words of Jimmy Buffett, if you ever get the chance to go to Dallas, take it from me, pass it by.
Don't. There are cool parts of Texas, like Austin's dope as shit. I'll give them that. Austin is dope as hell, but it's like a little Seattle, and
Right.
generally the rest of Texas doesn't look kindly on Austin because they're basically like a little Seattle, well, like another.
But it's
Seattle, I
also
should
becoming
say.
shittier because it's a tech center, and all the tech bros are becoming far right, and of course Joe Rogan has set up his little fiefdom in Austin.
That is true, but it is still very. But the thing about the tech center too, it's only going to become so conservative because have you met a lot of programmers? These are the transsexual furries they're talking about.
What?
Oh, there's a lot of that seen in programming. Like a lot of programmers are very different,
Yeah.
diverse groups of people.
Well, that's the official position of the podcast. Programmers are furries.
Programmers are furs. I don't know how divisive that statement's gonna be. I think there's gonna be a lot of like, yeah, no shit.
All programmers are trans furries. Prove me wrong.
You know what? I did not say that much, but you know what? If you want to go for that one, that would be one hell of an interesting debate.
Oh, I could win it every time because I could just twist the words, right? Because you say, well, I'm a cis straight white male and I program. That proves me wrong. Well, no, you're a trans furry. You're on the other side of being a furry, which means you're not a furry.
Oh, got
What?
it. Yeah. Oh, I like that. I love that.
That took me a second to catch up. I was like, wait,
So-
whoa.
So years ago, I discovered this website called tshirthell.com. If you've never been there,
I remember that. Do you remember what happened to the dude?
What?
Do you remember what happened to the guy who made that website?
No.
You never heard the story? Finish your story, then I'll go into mine.
So you guys are all talking about Texas, and it immediately reminded me of this T-shirt I saw on that website. It says, "Don't mess with Texas. It's not nice to pick on retards."
I remember that one. But So the guy who made T-shirt Hell. So did you know T-shirt Hell at all back in the day, Doug?
No, I've not heard of this.
It was a T-shirt. It was a website that was dedicated to selling these horrible
Right,
T-shirts.
yeah.
They were funny, but in the 13-year-old edgelord kind of way.
Yeah.
Like that was before that was a thing. That was their thing. Like there was a picture of. Oh, hold on a second. There was a picture of what was it? The Pillsbury Doughboy with a Hitler mustache doing the Nazi salute, saying "white flower."
My favorite, other than the one I just told you about, is the one that shows a picture of Kiss in full makeup and like their costumes from the 70s, and it says Led Zeppelin at the bottom.
That's funny. And but basically they were known for horrible T-shirts.
Yeah.
The story was, and the guy who made the website actually shared the story, and somebody Vizined him at a bar.
What is Vizining?
You know the stuff, the Visine eye drops. It's very toxic if you actually ingest it.
It gives you the shit.
Isn't it
extraordinarily
just
toxic.
saline? Isn't it just saline?
No,
solution?
it's not. There's stuff in there that will straight up kill your ass.
What?
Well,
Yeah.
There's no way.
I don't know if it's Visine, but it's eye drops of some sort. I think pretty sure it's just like Visine and stuff.
Yeah.
It will kill you.
Well, I don't know if
I'm
it, I
pretty
don't know
sure
if
it
it'll,
is.
I don't know
way
if it'll
too
kill
easy.
you, but I definitely know it gives you.
Oh,
the,
it
Might
can
give you
kill
the
you.
shits.
Well,
Maybe give you the shits.
No, like no. Hold up. Oh no. Hold on. No, it would not be. I might be Visine. Eye drops.
I know for a fact it gives you the shits because somebody did it to me. They put.
No, you died, Todd.
Did I? Oh shit! That explains so
Yeah.
fucking much. I'm dead.
Yeah, you can literally kill people with it. There was a woman who recently went to prison for killing her husband with them.
Well, I don't know if they
That
gave me
seems
enough to
insane.
kill me. I know they
I could
put
put
a
it in
couple
my
sp-
eye, but I can't drink it.
Yeah, no, literally.
This
if you-
changes
if
my
you-
perspective on everything.
I'm pretty sure it is
What if I
tetrahydrozoline.
put it in my butt?
Tetrahydrozoline. There we go. Yeah, yeah, Visine original and belief, yeah. But you get seizures, body temperature, yep, death. Yeah. So, but yeah, somebody Visine him in a bar. Basically, they dumped a bunch of Visine into his beer once they heard who he was.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh
it
yeah,
was, it
there's a
was
story here in 2021 where somebody like they suspected it was Visine that killed somebody.
it
Yep.
was it was advertised as the most offensive T-shirt shop in the world.
It was the most offensive T-shirt shop in the world. It was so far. You know, I wonder if it still exists.
It's still. I was just on
Remember-
it. I was just looking at it.
That's
T-shirthell.com still
hilarious.
exists.
The guy did not give it up, huh?
Well, I mean, he probably sold it to somebody else. If anything. They have some really fucked up shirts on there. Like the one that I downloaded the image because I thought it was funny is Alice in Chains, but it shows Alice from the Brady Bunch.
Wonderland. Oh,
Oh, Jesus Christ. You went somehow even darker.
It was like, so yeah, it shows Alice from the Brady Bunch and like tied up in like, gagged mouth and chains around her wrists and her ankles.
Anyhow.
Yep.
In other news, Jane Goodall has passed away.
I heard about
That's
that.
not good
too
news.
bad.
I said in
That's
other
other
news.
news.
Oh, I thought you said in other good news. I was like, wait a minute, that wasn't good news. Yeah, I saw that the other day. I was like, oh, well, that sucks.
It's Goodall news.
Good. Oh.
Doo-doo.
Yeah. I should.
So I was surprised to hear she was actually on a speaking tour. She was in Los Angeles on a speaking tour when she passed away.
Oh, that's a good way to go out.
Still going strong.
Yeah, exactly. She was still doing what she loved to do. What an influential human being.
And it's funny because like I remember growing up as a kid, like I feel like people mostly made fun of her.
I
And,
used to
like,
read her books.
and that she was like, oh, she's a crazy like. And this is probably the future MAGA that was around me as a kid, but they were just like, Like, oh, she just hangs out with monkeys. She doesn't even have a real job, and she's just silly and like they had me convinced that she was like bothering the gorillas. Like,
You mean chimpanzees?
was it chimp? I thought she also hung out with. I thought she lived with gorillas for a while.
Yeah, she was.
Was
She
it
was
only
the,
chimpanzees?
She was the one that did the thing with the silverbacks.
I could have sworn that she was mostly.
Well, she
known
did.
for
She did work with chimpanzees too, 100%.
Yeah.
I could have sworn. I don't. She might. I always knew her for the one she lived with. Yeah, the chimpanzees in Tanzania, where she lived with them for like years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure she might have done some stuff with the gorillas, but I could have sworn it was 90% chimpanzees. I'm only seeing chimpanzees on here, to be honest with you.
It might be.
Yeah, and also she covered the Gombe chimp war. I remember that. Yeah.
It might be one of those Mandela effect things, because I remember her like going and living with like the silverbacks and shit. Didn't they make a movie about her and she was like out like watching the silverbacks?
I don't think she did silverbacks. I think there was somebody else who did the silverbacks. I've only ever known a good old. That's why I said I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if she did work with gorillas as well. She's a primatologist after all.
Okay. Yeah,
But-
it was Diane Fossey who lived with the gorillas.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Okay. Turn that down a little bit.
The gorillas are one of the reasons why I got interested in animals in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did she ever win like a any kind of Nobel Prize or anything?
I thought she did.
Oh God! Hold up. Now I'm curious. What awards did she get?
Jane Goodall
She
has
ha-
not won a Nobel Prize,
Which is insane.
although many have campaigned for her too.
I mean, yeah, she should.
Yeah.
Speaking of Nobel Prizes, you've heard how Trump is angling for a Nobel Prize for his pending Gaza peace deal.
He can Nobel these nuts.
He's literally like, he's literally the type of guy to like kick a beehive, sell you raid, and then be like, and give me prize, please.
I saved you from the bees. I gave you the raid. Yeah, but you also
Not the
The bees, not the bees.
you also kicked the
You beat me to it.
You also kicked the hive into my bedroom. What the fuck?
Yeah, right.
Not the where was it? Not the bees from?
That was
Nick
from
Cage
Wicker
movie.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nicolas Cage. Not
I don't
the
know
bees.
how I fucking knew that right away. So, oh, by the way, have you guys seen this Texas State Rep James Tallarico?
I know about James. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, if he gets people excited to vote for him and get Democrats elected, fine. I'm kind of like leery of him
Why are you leery of him?
because he has extreme youth pastor energy. Like he's
Yes, he actually is very active within his church. I actually was getting around that. He did this little thing on well, I hate to say TikTok, but I saw it on Reddit because I don't have a TikTok because I'm a 40-year-old man.
Hey,
I don't have a TikTok either.
Hey.
Yeah, we're waiting till we turn 50.
I'm 54
Yeah, right, sure,
and
that's
I've been on TikTok for 4 years, so you can kiss my ass.
Yes, like I said, we're waiting till we're 50. We're turning 50.
There we go. But anyhow, he does this thing on basically a Christian talking to Christian conservatives, and I'm not gonna lie, for somebody who's religious, I don't hate him immediately.
No, he is great. I don't begrudge him being a politician. I still am like, why do we have to like put everything through this lens of
I
like,
don't. Even when he's talking about Christianity, he's not talking about. He's even blatantly anti-Christian nationalist, which is enough for me. I don't
Yes.
care if people are
Yeah.
Christian. That's fine. I just don't want them forcing it on me. That's the
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah, and again, like I said, he can. I'm fully on board with him being on our side. I just, I when I listen to him, I feel like I'm listening to the person that's like, oh, it's
Hey,
okay
buddy.
that you cut off. It's okay that you cut off my arm. I'm still gonna help you lift you up by the bootstraps.
Yeah, or like that sits down there and put the chair backwards, like, "Hey, friends, let's rap about Jesus" or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you're talking about. Anyhow, I need to go grab a beer. You guys start the next story.
All right.
What?
Go get it.
What were you gonna say, Todd?
I forgot already.
Fair
Oh.
enough.
It don't matter.
Sorry about that.
It happens.
Oh, so what do we want to do here next? So we have a couple stories here that are official government resistance within the Trump administration. So the first one is the head of the Eisenhower Library was forced out after a sword spat with Trump. This is coming from the Military Times. So Todd Arrington, he's the director of the Dwight D. Eisenhower Presidential Library. He stepped down this past week. Excuse me. After a dispute with the Trump administration over gifting a sword in the museum's collection to King Charles. So Arrington, he's an Army veteran and a career historian. He previously held posts with the Archives and the Records Administration and National Park Service. He was most recently at the James A. Garfield National Historic Site in Ohio. Was told Monday by an unnamed supervisor to resign or be fired. So he stepped down.
Oh wow.
What led up to this is about a month ago, we'll remember that Trump went to England to do an official visit with the King and Queen, right?
Right.
With the King of England. He wanted to give Eisenhower's sword as a gift to King Charles.
What?
Which is insane. It's insane. And also, by the way, illegal.
Yeah, and Arrington declined to release the sword or any other original artifact on the grounds that it belongs to the U.S. government, and by law is obligated to be preserved for the American people.
Right.
So he was standing up for the American people in the face of Trump, and then now they forced him out.
Oh man.
Do you know what that makes Arrington?
A hero.
In Indiana Jones. It belongs in the museum!
Though actually, Indy, it belongs where you found it.
Yeah.
That's true. Which
Yeah,
is still
leave it
here.
where you
In the
found it.
museum!
As they used to say, take a picture, it lasts longer.
Yeah. And then to go along with that, so this guy gets fired for standing up to Trump. We also have Trump has been going after New York Attorney General AG, Attorney General. That's what AG means.
Yep.
Letitia James, because she dared prosecute Trump right before he became president. So
Yes,
already,
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been keeping up on that too much. Now he's going, but his official reason for going after James is some kind of mortgage fraud.
well, he's instructed his district attorneys, his district attorney, U.S. District Court attorneys, to find a reason. Essentially,
And they just decided on mortgage fraud, something. For Trump to accuse anybody else of real estate shenanigans.
Oh, it's projection. It's absolutely projection. Like
Holy
he's trying
shit.
to he just wants to throw that out there so that when you talk about his crimes, he can say, well, just like Letitia James, I guess. Right? Like he's like, I didn't do anything worse than she did, even though she did nothing wrong. So what's already happened is, he previously fired or forced to resign the U.S. attorney for that district because he said there wasn't enough evidence. So then they replaced him with somebody else. Now that prosecutor is saying that there's not a good case here. And they wrote that nobody in the building thinks there is a winnable case here.
Okay.
But Trump doesn't care because once again, like I was saying earlier, the point is to put the misinformation out there. So even the accusation is enough for these idiots to cling on to it, and especially if Trump says that's it's all a conspiracy, they believe it. Fuck, I'm trying to remember what there was a conspiracy Trump just recently tweeted about or truth about whatever. And it pissed me off. Fuck, I need to make better notes. Holy shit.
Yeah. So to recap here, Trump installed the new attorney Halligan, which is Lindsey Halligan. He announced 2 weeks ago that he would fire the first acting attorney, which he appointed to the post, which was Eric Siebert, who resisted seeking fraud charges against James and other charges against Comey. Siebert resigned September 19th. So Trump then named Halligan, a White House aide and insurance lawyer with no prosecutorial experience, who had been previously his personal defense lawyer, to replace Siebert. A
What the
few
fuck?
days after taking the reins in the Eastern District, Halligan sought and won the indictment of Comey on charges of lying to Congress and obstructing congressional proceeding, a case Sieber and other office colleagues considered too weak to charge. What's about to happen now with this case with James is Elizabeth Usey, who oversees major criminal prosecutions in the Norfolk office of the Eastern District, has confided to coworkers that she sees no probable cause to believe James engaged in any mortgage fraud, and UC plans to present her conclusion to Halligan in the coming weeks. So that's going to be the thing to see what happens there. When the career attorney tells the acting AG that there's no case here, what happens then?
That's a good question.
I mean, they're gonna get to a point where they're just gonna make up a charge. Is my fear.
Well, they are,
They're just
but
gonna invent something. I mean,
I'm
invent
hoping we
something
have
new.
a Saturday Night Massacre type thing here, where just people keep getting fired because they refuse to do it. Like in the Nixon situation when he ordered his AG
Yeah,
to end the
yeah,
investigation and they all got fired until finally somebody agreed to do it.
yeah. Yeah, pretty much what I could see happening here. Or them just inventing a whole new crime, basically, that they can try to pick her on with, or just calling her. They might go full fashion, just call it enemy of the state at this point. Who knows?
Oh yeah, she has Antifa connections or something.
Yeah, yeah. Who knows? They aren't gonna give up. They aren't gonna at this point. They can't. That's my
And of
issue.
course,
That's my
yeah,
favorite here.
and of course with things like the Chicago apartment raid, we see
Oh
that the
God.
Trump administration is willing to do anything. Um,
And- Well, yeah, I mean, I'd love to say this would be a breaking point, but the government's done terrible, terrible things like this before, and unfortunately, nothing's ever come of it.
I don't know if
They
they've
don't.
ever done this one though, like a Black Hawk helicopter in Chicago, pulling people out of their homes, zip tying them naked in their underwear, and some of them were citizens. Like has to be a Fourth Amendment violation.
Um, I believe the police one time dropped a bomb on civilians.
A bomb? Wow.
A bomb.
Where
Uh,
was this?
uh,
What was this?
this was a long time ago. Let me look at this. Yeah, I think it was in Philly. I want to say I could have sworn, yes, Philadelphia. Yeah, they dropped a C4 bomb into a bunch of row houses. In May 13th, 1985.
Yeah,
And
if you look at this apartment building, it's kind of in that class because they ransacked every place, they completely destroyed.
Yeah, my point is that they've done shit like this before, and more to the point, both of you guys didn't even know about this, which is
I mean,
saying something. You think people would talk about shit like this, and that's my fear is that what happened now in Chicago, what we talked about in less than 40 years.
I mean, I have a feeling this one's going in the history books just based on the way it's being covered. But
I hope so.
what do you do for Fourth Amendment, violations? What do you do for relief in this situation?
Well, what do you do when they have all the cards and you can't, and they're the ones who would be doing the prosecuting?
yeah.
It's hard to make them
Yeah, that's the
prosecute
problem.
themselves.
They're basically they're finding that they have a de facto dictatorship when they have all the
Yep,
levers of
pretty
government.
much. There's nothing anyone that can really do to stop them.
Now,
I mean,
fortunately, we're going to see, right, because a judge has recently ordered one, Trump can't use National Guard from Portland or from Oregon or other states in Portland, and now Pritzker in Illinois is suing to prevent National Guard from coming into Chicago, and the judges are approving them. Basically, with the way the Trump administration is acting, one judge just said you can't send the National Guard from anywhere, like right for now. Like, so we'll see if they abide by these or if they just ignore them or if they accelerate things to the Supreme Court.
I don't. That's my real thought. That they're going to do. They're going to do the Supreme Court because Supreme Court already supposedly said that judges couldn't step in and injunct against the executive branch, which is a weird interpretation of the separation of powers, I suppose, in a nice way to put it. So we're gonna see what the Supreme Court does right now. My fear right now is they're gonna double down on it and be like, we already said you can't do this, so this is completely stricken with prejudice.
Yeah,
And do you know what with prejudice means something?
stricken down with prejudice.
When they say with prejudice, anytime
Yeah,
after a ruling, it means
yeah,
that means the opposing counsel is to never bring up the same point ever again.
right. Yep. Yeah, you can't repackage it and try again.
Mm-hmm. It means that idea is done, and that's my fear.
Yeah, sounds messed
Well,
up.
how so?
Well, if they do that, then we're not going to be able to keep pursuing. I mean, it is absolutely unconstitutional to try to override to make the executive branch, fucking royalty that can pass decrees. That's not the fucking point. They're supposed to be the separation of powers and checks and balances and all of that stuff.
Well, because hasn't the Supreme Court kind of limited Trump though in terms of National Guard usage?
The problem is in the most recent like memory, as far as I know, they have said that the like local courts can't
They can't do.
supersede.
There's the thing about the national. They can't put in nationwide injunctions in some cases. Yeah.
But they pretty much overwhelmingly said that these judges can't override the executive branch, and this, of course, like we're having right now. There's a lot of ways to interpret that, and I'm being kind of doomer about it, while you're being a lot more, here's how it's written and all of that. But by the same token, we've seen how this Supreme Court has acted towards Trump in the past, and my fear is it will take one moment and one ruling for them to like change all of that. They could make it a dictatorship in no time with one or two decisions.
I know they don't want to make themselves irrelevant though. They want to have I know Roberts wants to keep a hand on the lever to make himself feel like he's
Do
doing
they,
something.
or if they got paid out enough, do you think they wouldn't care if they were like, we're just gonna have you here as a decorative thing while Trump actually does all the thing in this fucking Darth Sidious fucking impression?
I mean, power theory would say that they wouldn't want to give up their power, but
He's
who
like Darth
knows?
Sidious in diapers, except way less competent.
Well, yeah, because Darth Sidious is more like the Stephen Miller or he's got Darth Sidious's behind him.
Yeah, I mean, now the Darth Sidious, he planned for years and years and years. Trump can't plan what he does for breakfast the next day. He just does shit.
Yeah. Oh, he's just constantly promoting. That's all he's doing is working the gimmick. He's just a mascot.
He's his own mascot, which is so fucking weird.
So we got this shutdown going on.
Oh, god damn it. Yes,
And
we do.
we talked about that earlier about, once it comes back, we'll have the Epstein vote. So that's something to look forward to.
Yes,
But it looks like we didn't get we lost another chance at a deal here, it looks like today.
I'm looking at this right now.
Two proposals to fund the government.
No, wait. MTG just said she will buckle.
Really?
No way. MTG just said she'll support extending the AC subsidies if it means getting it back open.
She's been like doing a anti-Republican line for a month or so, or maybe even more.
I know, kind of. In
Right,
small ways,
She's
still the fucking same crazy fucking Neanderthal bitch we all know and hate.
She's not all for like MAGA anymore. It sounds like.
Right.
I don't know about that. I feel like she's one of those people who's like, oh no, I'm true MAGA.
Oh, she's like the
Right, like she might think that
hardcore
she's
MAGA.
Yeah.
But she's definitely bucking the mainstream Republicans
She's
right now.
bucking the party line, which an idiot she's one of the people who would find the contrarianism to be empowering. We know comics like this.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But now in true conservative fashion, this is something that is psychologically theorized about conservatives, and I have seen it in practice for sure. Conservatives don't have the ability to empathize. They can only sympathize, which means they can only have, they can only appeal to their better angels once they've experienced a hardship themselves.
Sympathy is natural. Empathy takes like effort.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like as an example, when I was in college in 2004 during the election night, I went into the dorm lobby on my floor, and there was a bunch of guys in red shirts, and like the second I walked in the room, they like all turned and pointed at me, and they're like, "Are you a Republican? Go put a red shirt on." And I was like, no, I'm not, thanks. And they spent the rest of the time just like crowding around me and trying to debate. But the only time they disagreed with each other was on abortion, because there was one guy who was like pro-choice in their group, and they all started ganging up on him because he was trying to convince them to be pro-choice, and it was because his little sister had to have an abortion. So it's like the one guy who's experienced it, of course, is on the pro-choice side, and the rest of them
Right.
are just being pro. They're just following the party line.
Yeah,
They
they
can
only
only
care about
sympathize.
themselves.
And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
here's what MTG says: I'm going to go against everyone on this issue because when the tax credits expire this year, my own adult children's insurance premiums are going to double. So so again, it has to hit her in her personal life, but at least she's
So
doing the right thing now, I guess.
I get more. You mean doing the only thing that makes fucking sense?
Right.
Like holy shit. I mean, I'm glad she's. I'm never gonna say I'm glad she's on her side, even if she supports us to stay
She's
the
not
fuck
on
away
our
from us.
side. She's just, yeah,
She's not on
might help
their
us out
side
here.
is the thing.
Yes.
She's not on our side. She's not on theirs.
Fair enough. But
At least on this issue.
so how far into the shutdown are we? We're about 6, 7 days now.
7 days now, yeah.
7 days, yeah. What do you think the biggest effects we're going to see right away are? I mean, we've had longer shutdowns than this, and we didn't see giant changes, anything for too much. Like we've had shutdowns for like 28 days recently, right?
Yeah,
Didn't we
I
have
mean,
one
I
that was like
expect this
almost a
thing to
month?
go on a little while because they probably, they might, I don't know.
Actually, I think the Republicans are about to crack because, like you said, I think that we were talking before the show, and you had an interesting theory about this. What was your theory on the shutdown?
Well, basically, and the Republicans know that they have people in their districts and in their states that need this affordable health care subsidy.
Yes.
And deep down they don't want to face their wrath if they don't get it, and they just want to be forced to do it. They don't want to look like they went along with this spending. They want to look like they were forced to do it, and
Yes.
and they
I
and they
agree.
might go that way. Already Senator Angus King, who's an independent that caucuses with the Democrats, he had been saying he would vote for the GOP stopgap funding bill. Now he's saying he's going to reconsider that because they aren't addressing Democratic demands to extend ACA subsidies. So
Because he doesn't want to lose his own voters because
yeah,
these
and
guys are gonna.
he generally caucuses with the Democrats anyways. So it was kind of interesting that he was not going with them up until maybe now he's switching again. And it does seem the momentum is going that way to get a resolution here. Again, it might get stopped by the fact that Johnson doesn't want Congress to come back in session due to Epstein.
I get, but here's the thing: the pressure on Johnson's got to be huge right now to get this thing back opened up. I mean,
He might not
here's
be
the
stopped.
downside. Here's the downside to this. What I'm going to say, as much as we want to be excited about this, I have heard very much that Trump is using this opportunity. I forgot to get this news story. This is one of the ones I want to talk about. Trump is using this opportunity to fire all kinds of people.
Yeah, but they were doing that anyways, right?
I heard it's getting worse now. Or do you think maybe that's all just bluster and him trying to scare people into wanting to end
Well,
it
they're
faster?
talking about it, and they might do it, but just like what happened with the Doge stuff, is right now they're trying to hire back a huge number of those people they fired in the first 6 months.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
So they might fire them all during this shutdown, but when government comes back in, they're just going to try and hire them again.
I hope so. I hope so. Trump is a corrupt piece of shit. I could see him absolutely hurting the country to make himself look better.
Oh, for sure. That doesn't. If he thinks he can sell it if he can spin it some way, he'll do whatever.
Oh, absolutely. We all know he'll do that. In fact,
That kind of actually brings up the question again with the Chicago raid and all the very, part of that Chicago raid is
I don't think. we didn't cover all that. So let me go over for everybody exactly what happened there.
Well, they you're gonna want to read the story to get the full details, which we'll put in the show description. But essentially, they took a Black Hawk and they had a full-on military-style ice raid where they went and pulled everybody out of the building, destroyed everybody's room. People were, zip tied. Children had their parents ripped away from them. Children that are American citizens were left there while their parents were pulled away and taken to, taken to go be deported. There
Right.
was, I shared a story on Facebook of one particular woman who she has a valid work permit to be in America. She never missed an immigration check-in point, and none of it mattered. She was still violently ripped away and her child left behind.
And because of why, and this ties into something else. Another news story I wanted to talk about, even though it's an older one, was how pretty much the Supreme Court said they can racially profile people now.
Yeah, that was a little while back, but yeah, they legalized racial profiling because as long as you aren't doing it based on, I forget what their excuse was, but it was essentially like, oh, it's not racist if you're doing it based on the fact that they work landscaping and hang out outside of Home Depot and don't speak English real well. That's not racist. That's just using their vocation.
Yeah. What?
Wow.
So yeah.
Wow.
This is, this is the shit you would never expect to hear if somebody told you, 35, say 30 years ago, that this is let's say 35 years ago, that this is what the U.S. would sound like. What would you say? Even at 6 years old, I'd be like, it's not how the adults and around me talk.
Yeah, 35 years ago. So that puts us in 95?
I would have been 6 years old, and even I would have been like, that's not. No, wait. That's at 35. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Even though I'm like, that's not how people in this country talk to each other,
90, yeah. So 90. Fuck.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you're older than you, aren't I, Doug?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's turning 40 next weekend, guys.
You are.
Yes,
I really want to come to your thing. I actually really want to come to your thing, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to because I get out of work at like 4:30, and then I got to drive to Tacoma in rush hour traffic.
Yeah.
No worries.
I said maybe because I wasn't sure if I was going to have gas to get down there and back, so.
I might give my manager puppy dog eyes and see if she will let me out a little early.
Yeah, well, and we'll be there. I mean, if you could come late too. Like, I have a room there that night, so I'm just.
Oh, okay, cool.
We're gonna have a room party at Doug's hotel.
Yeah, it's a bummer though, because my wife was gonna get me like the high roller suite that has like a pool table and a big screen TV and stuff like that in it.
Yeah.
But it got booked before we could get it.
I'll bring the cocaine on the horse. I'm just kidding.
Yes,
It's okay. I'll make my own, and I'll bring the cocaine and the horse.
with blackjack and hookers.
With blackjack and hookers, exactly.
My favorite scene about that is a dodgeball. Hey, got some hookers in my room. You want to come with me? No. Okay, clear.
Oh, man.
Rip Torn was such a fucking funny guy.
No, but the thing I did want to get to on when it comes to the Chicago raid and all the other draconian measures that this administration is taking is this was a debate that came up on Breaking Points between Crystal Ball and Sager, or whatever his last name is, which is a good show to watch. Breaking Points on YouTube, really good place to get your news if you're looking for some news, some daily every morning news. This is what I would watch instead of cable news, is watch Breaking Points, watch the Majority Report, that kind of stuff.
I'm sorry, did you say that one of the people's name is Crystal Ball?
Yeah, Crystal's great.
Okay. I knew a girl named Crystal Ball when I was younger. Boom. Yes, I did.
So, but the thing is, I'm thinking of the movie, what was it, there was the TV show about the hired hitman who's decides he wants to become an actor. I can't remember the name of the movie, that show now. But either way, there's a character who's like a gangster.
With the Bill Hader show.
Yeah, that's the one.
what the hell's that called?
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank right now.
Oh, the Hitman. Oh, god
It starts
damn
with
it.
a B, right?
Barry.
Barry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great show.
I've seen only clips of it, but I
I've
want to.
never watched it.
Oh my god, it's
Dude,
it's so
Bill
funny.
Hader, he plays a creepily good hitman.
Yeah, he does. And
He got like it's kind of weird. Like, aren't you a comedian?
I mean, let's be honest. Every comedian we know has a really dark side to them.
Like, wouldn't why do you seem so comfortable killing people? Like, he has a couple scenes where he just straight up like murks like 4 people, and there's no expression in his face.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Whatsoever.
I'm like, that's
And Henry Winkler's in it, and he's fucking amazing in it. So good.
Oh, by the way, have you do you guys think they're actually gonna make the fucking might be more nerd shit here? You think they're actually gonna make the Warhammer 40K show for Amazon, or do you think they're gonna cancel that one too?
I have no idea.
I gotta think based on how well the Fallout series has gone, that they're definitely gonna take a stab at the 40K Warhammer.
I mean, didn't
know
they
who's
also
heading
do
it
like
up?
the Dungeons and Dragons? Didn't they do a series for that too, or am I thinking of Boobs and
No,
Dragons?
they did a thing called Level Up or something like that. I haven't watched it yet, but it's basically all sorts of animations from all sorts of fantasy series.
Oh,
So there
yeah,
is
yeah,
Warhammer 40K.
yeah, that
There
was-
is D&D. There is all
There was
sorts of
Pac-Man
fantasy,
even. I
like-
saw that series. Yeah.
Yeah,
and there was-
there was all sorts of.
There was
yeah.
there was an Unreal Tournament episode too.
I haven't seen it yet. I
Oh,
on my
dude.
to watch list. But
Double
no, I wouldn't
kill.
want to see that. But the actual the 40K series is supposedly being produced and led by Henry Cavill,
Oh yeah, dude.
which is a perfect fucking choice because
Attach
he's
him
a
to
huge.
anything that you want to get going on streaming, I guess.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said he just gets attached to anything that they want to get going on streaming.
To be honest with you, he's a huge nerd. He
Right.
actually showed off his he has a kid on the way, and he showed off his kid's bedroom, and he
Well-
has a table there, and he's like, "This is going to be my kid's table for when I
Did
teach
he
him how to
quit?
paint Warhammer models."
Didn't he quit The Witcher because he didn't agree with the
Yeah,
direction they were taking the show?
Because they didn't care about the game. Like, literally, they were like, he was like, we get mad. He's like, dude, this is nothing like the game. They're like, we don't care about the game. We don't care about the Netflix show. Next scene. And they were like, okay. And he's
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna do this then. He's like, I did this because I like the game. And if you're not even gonna do that, then you know what? I got other projects I can do.
Yeah.
Anyways, Geek Talk's supposed to be later. I did
Yes.
actually have a discussion point on this I was trying to get to.
Oh,
which
I'm
is
sorry.
No, it's okay. It's all good. This the whole point is to do asides, but I just want to get back to it. The question that came up, the debate that kind of came up on Breaking Points that I think would be interesting for us is when you see Trump taking these draconian measures, is this indication that this is what they think is going to play to the voters and get them reelected? Or are these the actions of a group that doesn't expect to have a fair election again?
Well, you know my thoughts on this. I've talked before about how I already thought we've crossed the Rubicon. So yeah, absolutely. This is the actions of a group who believe. I don't know if they believe it for sure, but they do believe they have a shot of doing that.
Yeah.
Of which?
I-
Of not having a fair election?
Yeah, I think they have they think they have a shot of not doing this, and of having a fair election. So that's what they're going for. Because at this point, like Trump realizes either he's only got this chance. If he doesn't do this election cycle, it's not going to happen ever.
Yeah, I mean
He
the
has
answer's
this term to
probably
get it done.
the answer's probably both, right? Like
Exactly.
doing these big show of force, because like at the Chicago raid they had like a half dozen or dozen drones that were just filming it, and then they produced these slick looking propaganda videos with all their explosions and flashbangs and helicopter landing, and it's all for show.
Yeah.
And so these things are going to stir up the feelings of the people in their base, and then at the same time they're going to do whatever they can to suppress the vote in
Exactly.
Democratic areas.
I
and
think
so it's both. It is both.
Yeah, exactly. Do I think that they know it's going to happen? Like they can plan on it? No. Do I think they're going to try to make it happen? Yeah. I think that's the game plan. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, with that, I think we can take it to our next section where we're going to play a little Florida.
Yes.
Flori-duh.
I have not been doing good on these recently. I mean, not that we're keeping count or anything, but
It's okay, dude.
Oh no, here we go again. A barefoot guy robbing a gas station in the name of Gavin Newsom. Call the police, arrest the Florida man. Is it Florida or not? Is it Florida?
All right. So, like I said, I put these in the doc like a few days ago, so I don't even remember what these ones are anymore. So I'm gonna click this first one here. This guy says, "What are you doing in my daughter's bedroom? Mom fires shots after finding a man in her home. Do you think that's Florida or no?"
I'd hope that'd be anywhere.
Well, the fact that the mom fired shots is probably, Florida. It could be Texas,
I'm gonna
though,
I'm gonna
say
say
Florida.
not Florida.
So, I mean, it's close. It took place in Pittsburgh, but he is a Miami man.
So he is a Florida man.
He is a Florida man, but it did not take place in Florida. Says Pittsburgh police said mother of city's East Hills neighborhood found a Miami man passed out on the floor of her daughter's room with his pants down. Police said that they were called to the 500 block of Haverhill Street about 4:30 a.m. Sunday, according to a criminal complaint filed against Miguel Menza, 23 of Miami. The mother reported finding Meza in the room with his breath smelling of alcohol. I mean, yeah, I mean that could have easily have been anywhere, to be honest. So, that wasn't really that didn't really smack of Florida, other than it was a guy from Florida. So,
Yeah.
let's see here. The next one. Says that an attorney general pledges legal action against public schools blocking the TPUSA chapters. Do you think?
I'm gonna say Florida on that one. That sounds like very, very Florida shit.
What do you think, Doug?
Say that again.
It says an attorney general pledges legal action against public schools blocking the TPUSA chapter.
Oh. I mean, the Florida Attorney General would do that, but would public schools in Florida be blocking them?
Yes. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Oh, that's a good point. Oh,
I'm gonna
you're
say.
right. Yeah,
I'm gonna say no.
I misread that. I'm gonna say not Florida now too. I misread that too.
Oh man. All right, Florida Attorney General James
Oh, you got my
on
ass.
Thursday threatened legal recourse
I'm
against public
shocked about
schools
that.
thwart the development of Turning Point USA clubs on campuses.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they still have liberal areas within
Yeah.
Florida.
It doesn't seem like there
Oh,
would
shit.
be in like Florida or Texas that they would have liberal areas, but I guess they do. I know people that live in both places, so.
I gotta go. I'll be right back in 1 second. All right.
All right, we'll be
All right.
here. All right,
Cat issue.
no worries.
So what do we want to do here? Do we want to do a geek story while we wait for him?
You know, that's not a bad idea. Let's go ahead and do one of the geek stories. The one I just found I added to the list is a says here, fan modded Lego Game Boy lets you play actual games.
Oh, I saw this.
Yeah, dude, I saw this too, and I was like, oh, that's fucking sweet. I wonder how they did it, and I didn't look into it because I wanted to read it here. So, earlier this year, Lego announced that it was turning the most iconic handheld gaming system in history into a delightful plastic brick replica. The company's retro 241-piece Game Boy set, 241 game piece set, looked perfectly on its own, but obviously it gave us an idea. The problem was we had no idea how to pull it off. Fortunately, someone has done exactly that immediately. It just arrived in stores, but someone has already done what we hoped they would, and they turned the Lego recreation into a functioning machine that can actually play Game Boy games. That's so cool. I mean, because when I first saw it, I thought it was legitimately a real functioning Game Boy that was just made out of Lego pieces. And then I read it. Oh, it's a model. It's not an actual game. And then it was like 2 weeks later, I saw this story. And Natalie the nerd modified a Lego Game Boy into something much more than an homage. Her custom device, which we first heard about at IGN, transformed a collectible set into a working version of the legendary system. You can actually play Game Boy games with this hybrid iteration. So we were waiting for you to come back, Brandon. So we started to talk about one of the nerd stories, and it's the one about the Game Boy, the Lego Game Boy, that someone actually turned into a functioning Game Boy.
Oh, that's awesome! Because I saw that Lego Game Boy and I really wanted one.
I did too, actually. When I saw it, I was like, "Oh, that's fucking cool."
Freddy, stop. My new kitten is an attention whore. He is so cuddly.
He's so needy.
Meow. He is so needy.
All right, so let's get back to the Florida man stories. The next one is mom wins video game tournament while holding her 5-day-old baby.
If there was a cigarette in her mouth, I would say completely Florida.
See here, what does it say?
Hold on, I got to guess. I still got to guess.
Go ahead and make your guesses, because I'm still looking for where it says where it happened.
I'm gonna say Florida too.
You guys both say it's Florida?
Yeah,
that sounds Florida shit.
Yeah. It looks like it's actually Atlanta.
Man, I am 0 for today. I'm striking out.
Man.
It says October 1st, a new mother is going viral after winning a video game tournament. I guess it did happen in Florida, and I take that back.
Oh!
Because it said Atlanta on the thing, so I was like, okay. Tournament in Florida while holding her newborn just 5 days after giving birth via cesarean section. The gamer, who goes by the handle Legion, spelled with a 0 instead of an O, entered the Mortal Kombat XL tournament Saturday, hosted by Juicy Game Night in Orlando, Florida. She defeated 3 other players, including her own husband, while holding newborn Soriza in her arms.
Okay, that's absolutely wholesome as shit, dude. The fact that they had a kid and went to a video game tournament together, that's actually amazing. That's like relationship goals.
Yeah, that's dope.
Like for real.
So it looks like the victory earned them a $28 prize and a trip to DreamHack Atlanta Gaming Festival in late October. That's where I saw the Atlanta thing. All right.
Okay. I just scared my cat. I bumped my table. You're okay, Freddy.
Poor kitty.
Don't get so mad, Dad. Jeez.
God.
I know.
Jeez. Get your own tots.
He is the cuddliest. He is the cuddliest cat I've ever had. He is a Velcro kitty.
All right. So police pull over a self-driving Waymo for illegal U-turn, but they can't ticket.
I'm sorry. What?
A Waymo, which is like a self-driving Uber.
Yeah, I know. They pull one over. Wouldn't they know you can't pull one over?
Well, yeah, you would think, but it says the police pulled it over, even though they can't to give. I don't understand why they bothered to give it pull it over.
You would send the ticket to the company and be like, you need to fix this. You know?
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Do you think it's Florida?
In Florida, they would have found a way to give a ticket to it.
This is true.
In Florida, they would have shot it.
Shot the tires out. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that's not Florida. That could be anywhere, but I say not Florida.
What do you think, Doug?
Yeah, not Florida.
You're both correct. It is San Francisco. Police in Northern California were understandably perplexed when they pulled over a Waymo taxi after it made an illegal U-turn, only to find no driver behind the wheel and therefore no one to ticket. How do they pull this car over and not realize there's nobody in it with all the cameras on it?
I'm sure that they're made to pull over the second that they see lights. Maybe these guys didn't see the cameras on top. I don't know.
I mean,
There's
if you
lots of-
if
there's
you
a
look
lot
at
of
if you
questions.
click the link and look at the car, it's got like this huge fucking sensor thing on top, and there's cameras fucking everywhere. I mean, it looks like a fucking robot.
Well,
Maybe they just
cops
wanted
aren't-
to check it out.
This is
Cops
true.
are not sending their best. They're not sending their brightest.
This is true.
And some of them, I assume, are good people.
Yeah. All right, last story for the. The newlywed couple seeks divorce because their pets are not getting along. Do you think this is Florida or someplace else?
This sounds more West Coast to me.
I'm saying Florida. I think this is Florida written all over it.
Fuck it. Let's go separate on this because I'm way ahead of you.
So which
So
one
let's
of you
make it
which one of you
interesting.
says it's not Florida?
Me.
Okay, you're correct. Because it's
Oh!
Ooh.
Bhopal, India.
Whoa.
Oh, it's not even
what?
America.
Yeah. When it happened last year, according to sources,
I'm sorry. I thought this was America.
family court unnamed couple initially bonded over their love of animals, becoming friends, and later getting married. So it was more than a little ironic that the love of their respective pets may be what breaks them apart. After they tying the knot in December 2024, the couple moved together, and then things started to go south. The wife said the husband's dog harassed and even attacked her cat repeatedly, while he claimed that he had made it clear that before the marriage that the woman would not bring her pets when they moved together. Okay, yeah, that works. I think that is it for the Florida man or not. So let's go ahead and move on over to the Geek News.
What's cheap this week? We're going over the coolest in pop culture tech and nerdy news. Let's dive in.
All right, yeah, we already talked about the Lego Game Boy, which was just fucking cool.
Yeah, sick as fuck.
The first story I had that I wanted to talk about was it looks like we're getting a brand new version of Reading Rainbow. And it is going to be hosted by Michael the Librarian. He's known all over social media as promoting reading to young kids. And I guess he was...
So here's the thing. I've been hearing about this Michael the Librarian being the new host of it, and I have no idea who he is. Am I supposed to know who he is?
You probably would recognize him if you saw him. If you click the link in the doc, you'll see this guy.
I only know him from stories about this.
I saw you're talking about Michael the Librarian. Okay, no. Okay, you will not know who he is. Like I don't know who he is because Todd, me and Doug do not have TikTok.
You know what? I said social media. Did not specify TikTok.
He's not on anything else.
Are you pretty sure? I'm pretty sure I saw him on Instagram.
I've never seen him. I only seen him on Instagram recently announcing he's on Reading Rainbow. I have seen him only once again on news on YouTube as news about this. He has been almost 99.99% exclusively TikTok.
Okay.
I have no idea who this guy is.
Yeah, I'd never heard of him.
I've seen him. I haven't seen a lot of him, mind you, but I have seen him pop up here and there. I think the first time I saw him was during the pandemic. Is when
What kind of stuff does he do? Does he do Reading Rainbow type?
It's very similar to Reading Rainbow, where he reads a story on video and talks.
From what I understand, he is a perfect replacement for LeVar.
Yeah,
and I'm okay with that as long as people approve of it. It seems like people are generally on board with it, so I'm good with it.
Yeah, it from what I've seen, he's pretty much. Hold on, I'm getting handed something here. What is...
Oh my! Mr. President, a second plane has hit the World Trade Center.
Oh, this is on Reels, isn't it?
That's on Instagram.
Oh, he is on Instagram. Okay.
No, he's not any of the ones I see. So
Well,
if he is,
this
then he's-
account is private if it is him. So
oh, got you.
no,
Got
I
you.
don't think this is
Well,
actually him.
I don't think he's spread into Instagram, at least to the point where most people who use it casually would see him.
Yeah.
Because I use Instagram very, very casually. I use it to talk to like one or two people in my life, and other than that, I don't
Yeah.
use it for very much.
But from what
I think it's like
from what I
Huh?
remember seeing is he's very very similar to what LeVar Burton did on Reading Rainbow. He would read stories and he would talk about the story and so it seems pretty logical that he would be the new guy if LeVar isn't actually
Yeah.
being the host.
oh yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if they bring LeVar back. Also, motherfucker, I know what the last story I wanted to talk about was them shutting down stopping funding the PBS. God damn it.
Well, we'll get that next week because there's NPRs in that too. And
I thought we talked about
well-
the defending of PBS and NPR.
But
We
they actually
haven't-
finally did. Huh?
we did when it was announced that it was going to happen, but it's actually gone into effect now.
Oh, it has. Okay.
Yeah. God damn it. I knew there was something I wanted to cover. Fuck.
Well, we could talk about that.
Well,
and
it's just a good time to remind everybody that this show is supported by viewers like you.
Exactly. So you can send your donations to $ADHD rocks.
Or sign up for our Patreon.
That works too.
Or just leave it at my doorstep. That works.
So
I'm just kidding.
the last couple things I have here is we have like family-friendly Halloween and TV shows coming in October to streaming. I'm not going to talk about every single thing that's in here, but if you go to comicbook.com and search for every family-friendly Halloween movie, you'll find it. And we'll post it in our notes, so you can also just click that link too. But there's got a bunch of stuff on Netflix. Casper, The Goonies, Is It Cake, Halloween edition.
I'm excited for that.
That's a great show. I love it. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, pretty much all of them it looks like. 1, 2, and Mutant Mayhem. The Twits, which is a family-friendly Netflix series or a movie or whatever. Over on Disney Plus, we have a bunch of Mickey Mouse stuff, and there is Spider and His Amazing Friends new Halloween episode. Something Wicked This Way Comes. A bunch of other shit.
Wait. They're doing the old one, or they're doing a new one?
This is Spider and His Amazing Friends. It's just not the same as the Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
No, it's something wicked this way comes.
It's the name of the episode.
Ew, never mind. Have you guys actually seen that movie?
The Disney one? Yes, I have it.
It's a fucked movie.
It is
for a kids movie.
It's a really creepy fucking movie for sure.
It's a weird movie for Disney to have made, right?
I mean, back in those days, Disney did a lot of horror type stuff. Like me and my friend Shannon were watching the Watcher in the Woods just yesterday, and I was telling her I remember the first time I saw it was we were in middle school. We watched it in class, and it was creepy as hell then.
I've always said that something wicked this way comes would be an amazing remake if they were to redo that one, like with modern graphics and stuff.
Yeah. No, and I'm trying to remember what I think it was early '80s or late '70s that version came out, the Disney one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a version before that, wasn't there? They're like a black and white version, huh?
I think there probably was. Yeah, I don't know for sure.
I'm pretty sure I saw the black and white version at one point after I saw the first version.
All right.
I just remember the carousel scene.
Yeah, that was in the one that's the one from the Disney did.
Yeah.
So, all right.
But they don't really do horror. Oh yeah, go
The
for it.
last story I have here is Star Wars' next movie continues a 4-year reversal of The Mandalorian's best stories, but how bad is it? Star Wars is not a franchise that likes to let the past lie, nor should it. To a degree, there's a rich history and legacy that deserves to be celebrated, but that needs to be carefully calibrated and pushed forward and do new things. Occasionally, it achieves a level of balance that would make Thanos proud. And as such, with Andor, sometimes it leans more towards the old, relying on familiar faces, worlds, and concepts, rather than in embracing change, like with the Rise of Skywalker, and as Lucasfilm prepares for the release of Star Wars, the first Star Wars movie since 2019, it again needs to find a perfect equilibrium. Equilibrium, that's the word. I can say it. The Mandalorian and Grogu is a movie tasked with bringing Star Wars roaring back to theaters. It's a small, it's a smart if it's, God damn it, it's a smart if safe choice, given the popularity of the TV show that it spawned from. But among the reveals of the first trailer for Mandalorian and Grogu that was also notable was that it was bringing back some parts of the show that could perhaps otherwise have been left behind. And much like that's nothing new for Star Wars as a whole, it's more specifically a trend that's been happening with the Mandalorians across the past 4 years, for better or worse. Get to the fucking point there, dude. It says Mandalorian Season 2 featured multiple turning points in the series, introducing characters such as Bo-Katan Kryze, Ahsoka Tano, and even Luke Skywalker. They also contributed to bigger points in Din Djarin's arc, him questioning the way of the Mandalore, which he had religiously followed as part of the Children of the Watch, and with that, removing his helmets to say goodbye to Grogu, who went off to train with Luke, potentially become a Jedi. There were some of the most emotional moments in the series, but they were very swiftly reversed, and not even in Mando's own show. Instead of the Book of Boba Fett, saw Din Djarin and Grogu reunite, with the child choosing his found father over Luke and training in the ways of the Force. That show, followed up by The Mandalorian Season 3, also reversed Din's arc, and when it comes to the way, instead of changing, he doubled back down and sought redemption for removing his helmet in front of the other person. Hold on a second. What?
Repayment.
Oh.
Generous interest.
Thank you. Sorry, guys. Roommate decided to come give me a handful of quarters. All right. So,
What?
I went and got.
I'm sorry, what?
I went and got them like an energy drink earlier today. So she's just giving me money for that. So
Paying you back in quarters.
paying me back in quarters.
It was like, do you need to beat the shit out of somebody? You put them in
Here's
a
some
sock?
pennies.
Gotta get some answers. Jesus Christ.
I don't even remember where I was now. Either way, I'm looking forward to it. This Mando and Grogu is coming next May 22nd, 2026. It's gonna be in theaters. So
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I am the best episodes of Book of Boba Fett were the ones that were actually just
the final
Grogu.
3, which had
Yeah.
Din Djarin in there.
And I really like the way that they had him like learning to use the Darksaber and struggling to use it appropriately
Yeah.
because he was fighting against
I saw the first season of Mandalorian. I think that's it.
It gets way better after season 1. And season 2.
I really like season 1.
I'm not sure I'm ever gonna watch anything else because I'm not sure I want to pay for Disney Plus. I'm not gonna lie. I don't
that's
do it
fair.
anymore either. I already have Netflix and what else?
Like I said,
Paramount,
I have all
which
these,
I need to cancel.
I have all these things on my Plex server. If you want access, you just gotta get a Plex account.
Oh yeah, I might do that someday, but one of these days.
You know, but that is it for Geek this week, guys. That is all that I had. Unless you guys had other things you wanted to talk about.
What are y'all getting doing this next week?
I don't know. I'm potentially going down to Tacoma to see some guy for his 40th birthday.
Yeah, I'm just getting ready to turn old.
Yeah. Oh yes, yes. I will try to make it. Now they know that you're gonna be there later and won't be done an hour later, like most of my friends. Keep in mind, most of my 40-year-old friends, when they say there's a party at like 6 o'clock, it means to be done by like 7 o'clock.
No,
Like,
no,
I-
I plan to go
we're
all night.
40. We're 40, so that's how that works. But no,
Not this week, but
Huh?
or next week, but the 24th, the week before Halloween is HorrorCon down in Puyallup. I'm going to be doing that
Oh, that would be a
what
good.
day?
That,
What day?
on the 24th.
24th.
Nice.
It's a Friday.
Oh,
Yes.
Speaking of which, on the 16th, y'all remember Jose Bolanos, right?
Oh yeah, Josie Baloney.
Yeah, Jose Baloney. He's
Be
doing a
right
show
back.
at on the 16th at Muckleshoot. I'm gonna be there to just hang out, not to perform. I'm just gonna be there to drink
On a
beers
Thursday?
and watch. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's. If you have do you have a link to post tickets to that or anything?
It's no tickets, free.
Oh, free show. All right. What time?
Mhm. Oh shit, I don't even remember. I'm leaving. I think it's 6:30. I want to say 6:30. You're gonna want to be there early because it is a free show, so it's gonna be packed fucking fast.
Yeah, I probably won't be able to make it because I have to be home until my wife gets home. But yeah, people should try and get out to that. Just expect it.
Oh, yeah, you want to? I love Jose, but you know who's headlining, and I love this guy so much.
Who is headlining?
Brad Upton.
Oh, Brad. Yeah.
Brad's so fucking funny.
I've
Y'all don't
hung
know
out
who-
with Brad, but I've never actually got to watch him perform.
Oh my god, he's.
Oh, one time.
he-
One time at Laughs. I did one
he
time
wa-
at Laughs.
He was Dry Bar's comedy #1, like downloaded, like watch comedian for a long time.
Well, that makes sense. For
He-
Dry
he's
Bar.
he's fucking hilarious. I like Dry Bar. I think
No,
they
Dry
give
Bar's
it-
fine, but you have to be a certain style for them.
you got to be cleaner. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
And
You got to be cleaner.
They like a Brad Upton style. They don't.
I
They
mean,
don't want a.
I
They don't want a
love Brad.
Jonas Barnes.
They
They
allow
Jonas Barnes.
Andrew. So I mean,
So Jonas had the best line about fucking Dave Chappelle the other day, and I almost died.
Oh, what was it?
He's like Dave Chappelle is basically like the 13-year-old comedian. When he said Dave Chappelle is basically a 13-year-old like 4chan edgelord comedy would be.
Oh, that's
And
all
I'm
those
yeah,
like-
guys.
that's
I
pretty much
feel
everybody.
like for Chappelle particularly though, that hits. I was like, that is dead on. That is straight up how I feel about Chappelle now. Yeah, he's edge comedy.
Yeah, I don't really like the edgelord stuff anyway.
I used to, but I
It's
used to
gotta
be
be
13
funny.
years old.
It's
Gotta be.
I
mean,
when I was a teen, sure, but I'm adult now, so no.
I mean,
I like to push boundaries. I'm sorry. I really do. I used to love Chappelle. So for this, I'm sorry if
I did too. I did.
Yeah.
I did as
I-
well, and I think Doug is right. That it has to be funny though. There's been a lot of those guys have gotten fucking lazy with their writing. As long as they get someone to go, oh shit, that's fucked up. That's all they need. They don't need someone to laugh.
Yeah, I think a really good example is Mark Normand. If you listen to Mark Normand's stuff from like 10, 15 years ago, it's really fucking funny and it's edgy, but like he's the butt of all the jokes. You listen to him now and it's just like, women, you can't hit them twice, can you? Like
you've heard my comedy. I'm 90% self-deprecating to the point where some of my friends get mad at me about it. But
yeah, no, it's and that's like Mark Normand has been. A lot of these people get audience captured. Like assholes start liking them because they misunderstand what their early stuff was about,
They
just start pandering to that audience.
I used to call it self-defecating humor because I'm shitting on myself.
I thought you said Seth defecating at first,
yeah,
and I was like trying to figure out how Seth Rogen fits into this. I don't know why I went with Rogen and not anybody else, but
Rogan used to do the Seattle Comedy Underground all the time.
oh really?
I didn't know
Yeah,
that. No.
I know because that movie he did with his friend that got cancer was set in Seattle.
Yeah, a lot of my buddies like you guys have to know Jason Stewart. Like we ever talked about this the other week. I guarantee you guys know Jason.
I know
Yes,
the name from Facebook, but I never met him or saw him
I'm
perform.
Is
amazed.
that-
But does he
You know,
still
that's
want to come
shocking.
on? You mentioned guests. We can still have
Oh,
them.
one
on.
of these days, I need to talk to him about it and talk to him more. Like we haven't talked in a long time. We used to be super super close because he used to live around me, and we hung out like literally all the time.
What about your
but-
historian friend?
That one is actually not a direct connect to me. We're talking about
Gotcha.
that.
Okay.
Show prep stuff here. Everyone have fun. But you know, that guy was not a direct connect to me. He's a friend of my buddy who has a PhD in American history. So if
Okay.
we have anything else we want to talk about as concerning U.S. history, I do have a connect directly for that.
Gotcha. Okay.
A straight up doctor on American like U.S.
Does he have an
shit, so.
era he specializes in, or?
I'll ask him. I know he doesn't do politics. I think it's more like general U.S. history. But the guy, one of the smartest motherfuckers I know. Don't
Now
agree
that's
with
a
him at
little bit of
all.
a red flag. To say that I don't do politics, I just focus on U.S. history.
No, he no.
Yeah.
When I say that his area of study isn't on politics. It's more of the like there's a straight up history, like dates, times, all that stuff.
Okay.
Like
Well,
I
I'd
don't
definitely
think
be
he-
interested. Well, find out if he has a specialty within U.S. history, and I can definitely come up with a topic for that. But
Oh, for sure.
that's more conversation we can have after the show. But thanks everybody for listening. Remember to like and subscribe. Leave a comment on YouTube if you can. Leave us a review if you're listening on a podcast player, Apple Music, anything like that. And we will be back next week with more. For Todd and Brandon, I'm Doug. Thanks for listening. Have a great week, guys.
Bye.
See ya.